Woof woof! Hello everybody, Shuffle Woof here, with a new album review. This is a recommendation from the Shuffle Woof community. Today we will be discussing the new Third Place EP, Bright and Brighter. Third Place is a Tennessee-based multi-instrumentalist who I have recognized before for their experimental works. For example, their last EP I reviewed, She, was a short and sweet collection of stylophone pieces. Interestingly, they also recently re-released a 2022 piano EP, Starshade, which is short but has pleasant keyboard work all throughout. This new album, Bright and Brighter, has their largest track list ever, a whopping 24 tracks. To give some background on this massive release, this is a compilation of miscellaneous tracks they have made but not used over the past 4 years. The ordering of the tracks is roughly chronological, Bright and Brighter, even starting with what Third Place claims is their first ever recorded piece, so it is interesting to hear how they develop over the course of the album. As this is a compilation, there is less of a focus on general sonic cohesion, so for the sake of organization I will be judging a lot of these tracks in groups. To start, a good portion of these tracks are MIDI pieces, often leaning toward classical piano. While I usually enjoy Third Place's compositions, I do feel a lot of them are limited by the stiffness and low quality of the MIDI presentation. With that being said, I still do enjoy a few of the MIDI tracks when the arrangements are especially interesting. THIRDPLACE is a piece that has a sort of online RPG quality. I enjoy the string plucks and the grand piano outro. Reprocess, uniquely, has a neat use of steel drum. Red has a serene and minimalist quality in the piano playing that I enjoy. Vanillora, although a bit repetitive, is nicely composed and feels adventurous, with its touches of pianos, woodwinds, and organ. My favorite of all the MIDI-leaning tracks would have to be Lost in Thought, with how light-hearted and curious it feels. I like the piano waltz, as well as the way the strings and tuned percussion is arranged throughout. There are also a couple pieces that Third Place performs live, which I tend to prefer as they feel more organic. Their cover of Quiet and Falling by Lima Rain is very well done, with tender pianos and what sounds like an atmospheric pad on top. Very soothing. Their love for Celeste continues to show on First Steps, another Lima Rain piano cover which they take in a more experimental direction. The random piano plucks in the high-end work well on this one. While we are talking about live tracks, the extremely brief Room is a sweet taste of some live woodwinds. The even briefer Vivace-Adagio is an extra odd string piece, which I desperately wish was longer. I absolutely love how worked up the playing is here. I would adore it if Third Place ever got a chance to explore the Vivace-Adagio sound even more, especially if it were with a longer track. Before I forget, there is also a brief chiptune track on this album. Not Good is an energetic little moment. I am happy to see this influence make it onto the project. The final 3 tracks, which take up about a quarter of this compilation's runtime, appear to be from a scrapped project titled Orenburg. These newer tracks are generally meatier and more meticulously produced than the 21 tracks before them. Orenburg 1 is an electronic cut led by a nice lo-fi drum beat. Even if I feel the abrasive synths in the second half derail the vibe somewhat, I like the calm synths in the first half. They almost have a prog rock aesthetic in this section. To me, Orenburg 2 is a more successful electronic piece. It is led by a keyboard synth solo and contrasted with a deep, grumbling bass that makes the track feel moody and brooding. I really enjoy the mysterious vibes. What surprised me the most about Bright and Brighter is that my favorite track of all would be the nearly 8-minute closer, Orenburg 3. This is an ambient electronic piece featuring some nice low pads and interesting fragmented sounds in the higher frequencies. There are also touches of bells, low and high, dotted throughout. I feel this is the most control Third Place has ever shown when it comes to directing high and low frequencies, and I am very pleasantly surprised with the abstract sound design they went for here. Plenty of variation in tone and texture all throughout. To me this is the crown jewel of Bright and Brighter and a huge achievement for Third Place, given its length. Overall, I am pleased to see Third Place's growth on Bright and Brighter, and I am excited to hear where they take their music from here. Some of their best tracks I have heard land on this project, so be sure to give it a shot. Woof woof!